Remember, as the day comes to an end, how the morning will be for America and specifically for what unfolds here on. Now, our colleagues are on the ground right now. Rohit and our Foreign Affairs editor Geeta Mohan, who has been also traversing throughout USA, got us a report about Indian diaspora, the second largest immigrant community, positive contribution, leading CEOs in global organizations. But as voters, what is this diaspora, about 5 million, has to say?
This election, everybody's talked about how it is important. Immigration is a very important issue. But the distinction, and earlier you saw Trump really talking about immigrants, outsiders, aliens. Yeah. But he's made that shift. He now very specifically focuses on illegal immigration. Yeah. His party's focusing on illegal immigration. And to be fair, for all those who are sitting here, they've worked very hard to come and to reach the United States of America legally. So it is a battle for the Indian community over here also to ensure that there is no illegal route. That if the Republicans are fighting against illegal immigration, it's a good thing. Right, Ravi?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think this is really a crucial question, right? Because for ensuring that when you're looking at the rule of law, right, or the land is critical. And I think if you look at the Indian diaspora, which is always, I think we're known for over-following rules, which is great. And I think we've seen from the student's perspective, from a professional perspective, from business perspective, now from a media perspective, it's been a big learning, having spent about 20 years here. You see very clearly that the awareness with this young generation who are contributing every day, many of us, and then Jagdish, who's been here, one of our leaders and mentors, we see that there's a very clear shift. I think the way the Republicans has been very, very clear, they want to see America do better, progress, and they want to look at, if you're coming as a legal immigrant, they want to bring a particular skill set, a business interest, which is critical for the economy because we are changing as the world is moving forward. And I think India really comes in a very crucial point because India has a very clear march towards 2047, which is looking at a 55 trillion economy. And if you're looking at India and America business interests, it is very much complementary, and it's a very clear synergistic, I would say, time for us to really see that happen. So immigration matters. The way we are working through it, we want to see many of our young generation leaders come into the place and be integrated into society through a legal process. So somewhere there is a very strong, I would say, sense of unfairness, especially with the Indian diaspora, the green card rate, the issue of, our young folks not coming in, whereas illegal immigrants get these opportunities that legal young professionals are not getting it.
But apart from the political rhetorics and the discourse, there's been one layer to this election, to the claims coming in, whether from Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, about election fraud. Kamala Harris has mentioned it with regard to Trump. Trump says that this is a Democratic party and that has asked only for paper ballots. What is this question mark coming in on America's elections? Because whoever then wins, will the other side be raising it to say if there has been fraud in this election? We have a special report about that. Let's take a look.
Will he or won't he accept America's decision if it does not go in his favor? That's the big question citizens, analysts and poll watchers are asking. In his last speech for support in Pennsylvania, Trump reiterated his election fraud charge.
They are fighting so hard to steal this damn thing. Look at what's going on. Look at what's going on in your state. Every day, they're talking about extending hours and stuff. Who ever heard of this stuff? We should have one-day voting and paper ballots.
Recently, a viral video showed a Kentucky voter claiming he could not select Donald Trump on a voting machine. The video showed that the machine did not indicate the voter's selection and eventually selected Vice President Kamala Harris. The Kentucky Attorney General's office did confirm the glitch, saying it was a voter error that is easily preventable and did not impact the voter's final ballot. But the video did raise concerns about the integrity of elections.
Our country is a crooked country, okay? It's a crooked country, and we're going to make it straight. We're going to make it straight, and it's not an easy thing to do.
Democratic presidential nominee Kamala Harris has urged voters to not fall for Trump's tactic on election fraud.
So here we are on the Sunday before the election, and I would ask, in particular, people who have not yet voted, to not fall for his tactic, which I think includes suggesting to people that if they vote, their vote won't matter. Suggesting to people that somehow the integrity of our voting system is not intact so that they don't vote.
Trump continues to falsely claim his 2020 loss to Democratic President Joe Biden was the result of widespread fraud in multiple states that Trump lost, while he and his supporters have spread baseless claims about his current election in Pennsylvania.
Well, if Trump is defeated, he will not accept the result, and will do everything he can to try to prevent that count on, I think it's January 5th this year, where they're certifying the presidential electoral votes. The difference between 2024 and 2020 is that he's not president. And he doesn't have the kind of levers of power that he was fully able to exercise to try to prevent a Biden victory in the electoral college.
In a neck-and-neck fight, charges, counter-charges, and misinformation is flying thick and fast. Bureau Report, India Today.